Hello, everyone. Welcome to Open Chat. Hello, Sean B. And since almost nobody's here right now, here's where I rant about, my job. So I did fantastic last week, but this week I had 3 solid days of crap. And what has been my killing grace, so to speak, is a bunch of people whose cards wouldn't go through, but it still counts against me. See, and when you work in a call center and you work in call center sales, it doesn't matter whether you actually sold the item or not. If the card doesn't go through, it still goes against your numbers. Also, what goes against your numbers are transfer calls to customer service or to the bank. It's a big bunch of bullshit. But yeah, just letting you know, call center sales is not fair, even remotely. Hello, Aspie Chan. Good to see you. So, from all the tweets I've been seeing going out, it looks like we're getting closer to hopefully finally getting the actual ban on the shock devices and JRC finally good and gone forever. So they've been pushing out. Have you spoke with your Congress people? Yeah, this is Missouri, trying to even get a hold of somebody, even as quote unquote lowly as a state senator. You might as well be pulling teeth. I'm doing my best. I mean, I've spoke with Root, but as far as a national thing goes, I have shit luck. 20. Wow. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that. Hell, I'm still trying to get a hold of old contacts to figure out how the hell a place like Agape Boarding School in our own goddamn state and backyard is allowed to continue to operate when their license has been not even registered for 2 years. 2 years. And how we are allowing a small county prosecutor decide that no, we're just going to punish 4 staff. There's no need to go after the school, even though it has 19 pending lawsuits in regards to those with mental health and people with autism and other disabilities being physically abused, sexually abused, labor exploitation, starvation. The list goes on. The list goes on from those 19 lawsuits, but they're only going to prosecute 4 of them. And they are brought up on minor charges. And how they get away with it out here is they're a Christian themed boarding school for troubled teens, one of those bullshit boot camp schools, which shouldn't exist in my opinion. Instead of actually dealing with the problems that are causing the behaviors in these kids, they'd rather treat them like they signed a blank check to Uncle Sam. Right? Exactly. But out here, this is why I hate living here so damn much. And why I miss the UK so damn much, even though I went there for only a couple of weeks, like over a decade ago. we have this weird Christian conglomerate out in this state, particularly in the Southwest region, that basically fucking rule everything, and everybody's terrified to go up against them, including our higher up politicians. All you gotta say is, we're Christian themed, and then you will have the Christian right come out and saying how they're being targeted because they're Christian. Yeah, I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen more than once and on more than one subject. It's disgusting. It's disgusting what you can get away with in this state as long as you use that label. It's insane. Let's not care about the fact that people with mental health issues and disabilities are being horrifically abused. They have the name Christian in their school. Don't get me started. It's almost like a freaking cult mafia out here. Oh yeah. Out here, St. Louis, a few years ago, we had someone that was targeted who was walking strangely with a strange gait and moving his hands around. Turned out he was a black autistic. An old white lady called the cops on him for walking weirdly. When the cops approached him, as most of us with autism will do, he freaked out. He didn't understand what was going on, and his fight or flight kicked in, and I believe he actually maced one of the cops. You can probably imagine where it went from there, right? Yeah, and the poor kid ended up dead. And I still remember that one really clearly. Hey, Jenny, good to see you. So yeah, stimming in public health. I just have to walk out my door because I've been an advocate for so damn long in this state, and especially in this town. If I go to the grocery store, I get the stares and the condescension and being spoken to like I'm a 6-year-old. It goes on the list. That's okay, Jenny. Come on when you can. Hello, Screams of Anubis. Good to see you. Coming back to the subject of Agape boarding school, I have still yet to find anything at all, where they actually defend themselves. I've seen absolutely diddly squat. Hi, Chairman. And I've gone digging. That says something, right? I mean, even the JRC uses word salad that would make Elaine jealous in order to defend their insanity. But Agape does nothing. Also, when I did my video on them last Tuesday, weirdly enough, I was uploading it, my screen went blank. And all of a sudden, for the video portion where I was watching a particular report, the sound was entirely removed. Fishy stuff. Fishy stuff. So yeah, I'm still dealing with that, still dealing with work and the JRC and that vote on that bill. We need to put all the pressure on these people that we can. And not just us either. Even if you're outside the United States, put pressure on these people. Let them know the world hasn't forgot those kids. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Wouldn't be the first damn time. Autism speaks. Not flipping you guys off, just flipping off Autism speaks. The chairman, was she fired or did she drop her cause? Because she wasn't being paid? I have no idea what's going on there. Personally, I thought she did a piss poor job of handling the lawsuit. Even looking back, not having a dog in the fight, taking myself out of it and looking at it, she looked ridiculous. She looked like a damn joke. It was like somebody let the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons in and let her pretend to be a lawyer for 6 weeks. And I'm just saying. Luckily, I've not had the JRC try to hack me, but anybody out here who are on the side of Agape wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. They use some nasty tactics out here. Would not surprise me at all. But yeah, I did that Agape boarding school video. The report that I was viewing during that video, the sound got removed. You could still hear me talking, and thankfully the particular video also had closed captioning, so you could still see what the hell they were saying. But yeah. Yeah. That was interesting. But yeah, we had Elaine leave Elaine. God. If anyone did more damage to her case outside of AH herself, it was Elaine. That was just God. I would never hire her. I would never hire that woman. No way in hell. No way in hell. So we had that going on, and oh my God, the goddamn Camilla thing. For those who are not familiar with this, Camilla is a person who did like daily multiple threads in regards to AH versus Depp, which were nonsensical, cherry-picked as hell, and slanted as hell. Oh, for... Yay, we got a troll, apparently. Yep. Well, I'm pissing somebody off when they bring out the bot trolls, right? I'm doing my job. So, whose troll was it? Was it an AH troll? Is it an Agape boarding school troll? Is it a JRC troll? So, which troll is it? I'm interested. Sorry about that random troll interrupting us, folks. I don't know why you all even put in the effort. These talks of mine, they aren't very big, but... Well, I do piss off enough people. Good for you. I can keep blocking you. I can do this all day, sweetheart. Try me. Some people need lives. Give me just a moment, folks. I'm going to go ahead and give you some more wrenches. Bear with me. I'll be right back. Okay, give me a moment, Aspie Chan. I gotta go in through my phone here. And I'll get you on here. And yeah, I'll get you too, Chairman. Just hold on a second. I will go to YouTube here. Oh, for the love of... Die. Not you guys, but yeah. Let me get some more of you folks in here. There we go. Sorry if you hear that in stereo. Okay. Okay, so the chairman. Okay, I got you added, Chairman. Got you added, Aspie Chan. I'm not sure if it does or not. I'm going to just keep putting them in timeout. And yeah, apparently I'm pissing people off, so I'm doing my job, obviously. Okay, so let's go back to what we were talking about, shall we? And you guys, if you catch up, just go ahead and get them on out of here. We don't need that crap today. So, thoughts, everyone, on, well, other than this. Oh my God, that brought me back to the Batman movie when I was a kid, Chairman. I know that quote. Oh my God. Thank you for that. Thank you. Ugh. Hey, but it means I'm pissing somebody off, right? It means I'm doing something right if they're suddenly attacking my little channel. So, I do, yes. And so here's my speculation. Is it Autism Speaks? Is it JRC? Is it Agape Boarding School? Is it one of AH's little butt buddies? Who is it this time? I'm interested. I'm interested in who wants to troll a channel that doesn't have near the views that these bigger channels get. Anyways, now this seems to be one particular person, because if you watch the names that they use, yeah. So, anyways, probably. And hey, I've been fighting those fuckers for my entirety of my adult life. If y'all didn't scare me back in the day, it's not going to scare me now. I don't back down. I cannot be negotiated with. I cannot be bribed or bought or in any other way be I'm goddamn autistic. I'm a dog with a bone. I am not going to stop. And there is not a goddamn thing any of them can do about it. I stand with my own no matter what it costs me personally. That's it. That's it, and that's all. But anyways, back to before we were interrupted. So we have Elaine gone. Thank God. I don't think I could stomach any more of that. What else do we have here? We had the Camilla fiasco. Here's my take on that. I stayed out of it. She kept doing all these nonsensical threads where they just pick through the evidence and cherry pick it. Kind of like the JRC during the whole 2006, the response to the 2006 New York report. If you want to read some freaking word salad, go to Autistic Hoya's archive, pull up the JRC's response to New York's assessment of them back in 2006. That's the kind of thing that will kind of makes your mind bleed a little. Massive amounts of stupid on top of word salad, on top of made up words. It's an interesting one. It's a real interesting one. But basically, we had Laura B., the real Laura B., just ask a question. Was this someone who was working with the PR team that AH hired? And since then, Twitter has lost its collective shit. To the point that it's nauseating. Why are we demonizing people for asking questions? But then again, we've already demonized, let's see here, critical thought, logic, evidence, facts. I don't know. It seems like the world gets more and more hostile towards people like me all the time because I don't rely on my emotions. I have them, I experience them, but I do not make decisions based off of them or gut reactions. No, Laura B. still has her account, but they're threatening her, supposedly with a lawsuit of defamation. How that can be defamation when all she did was ask a question? She did not insinuate or claim anything? I don't know. Any lawyer worth their salt would be laughing at it. But yeah. And I find it amazing that they're all saying, she doxed her, she doxed her, she doxed her. But nobody's talking about the fact that Tug has now been swatted twice. We must feel sorry for Camilla. But nobody wants to talk about what's happened to Tug. The fact that his kids were targeted. And his wife. They're going after Laura. They've gone after Tug. It's probably only a matter of time before they go after LawTube. I'm expecting that next. Yeah. I used to have to deal with that, but they tend to leave me alone these days. But I'm sorry, Aspie-chan. All you can do is just keep blocking them off there. That I'm not sure. That I'm not sure. Exactly. So we live in a society these days where we're not even allowed to ask questions. And we are ostracized if we don't give in to groupthink. The woke crowd isn't woke, they're asleep. But my generation, Gen X, what we were trying to do with woke is fight against this PC bullshit. We were against this. We were very much for free thought. And now they're trying to tell, no, you're the enemy, you're the man. No, actually, you're the man. I hate to tell you H stands, but you're the man now. You are backing your corporate fucking masters, and you don't even realize it. Just saying. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all, Aspie-chan. I used to have fucking anti-vaxxers spam me. Constantly in the early 2000s. When I had more time on my hands. And I'm very militantly against anti-vaxxers. I take a very strong stance on that. Hello, Seven Ales. And I can tell AH Trolls this. You all have absolutely nothing on the anti-vax movement. They don't even hold a candle to their crazy. I mean, they get downright personal. I'm sure Aspie-chan and some of the others in here know what I'm talking about. Anti-vaxxers are the worst trolls and just possible human beings I have ever had to displeasure to have to deal with. Bar none. Those people are nuts. Woo, I've had them threaten my family, my pets, my friends. They're a nasty bunch. Real nasty bunch. Nice to see everybody. Thank you all for coming. But yeah, so we had the whole Camilla thing that I've had, like, I am up to my eyeballs. I'm done. I'm done with that topic. Done. I'm still on 2. I got a couple of months before number 3. Before I get 3rd shot. I think I possibly caught it that November. Because I got really, really, really sick at work. Like, out of nowhere. I mean, it was bad. Oh, that's good. I saw Tommy Lee do something remarkably stupid. I didn't look. I didn't need to look. I'm like, oh, great. Don't want to run a job, but I never discourage anyone else. Yeah, now there's reasons why I work here in my apartment, because people in this part of my country are stupid as hell. Like, and they were stupid as hell during H1N1. They were stupid during SARS. They have been stupid for every single major virus that's come in the last 20 to 30 years. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, God. Jenny, all I saw that was that. So Tommy Lee's being Tommy Lee. Okay, good. It must be Tuesday. Yeah, that came out. I was pretty young adult. I was in my first apartment outside of assisted living. And my God, the it is like literally eventually everyone in my damn state had it. Because no one followed the protocols. They weren't washing their hands. They weren't wearing masks when infected. They weren't washing their hands while preparing food, and ta-da, it went everywhere and killed thousands of people. Oh my God, educated idiots they are. They're everywhere. See, they're educated and they try to make you buy their opinion, but by and large, they have no common sense and somehow seem immune to critical thought. And it's anybody. It's dealing with people with JRC or Agape or Autism Speaks. Don't get me started on the zealots that follow Autism Speaks like they're the Messiah. Woo! Yet one corporation become a mega corporation non-for-profit, brings in $1 billion a year, but never do I see any of that money going towards actual services for those parents that can't afford to go to doctors for their disabled kids. Autism Speak is one of the biggest bullshit rackets out there, and they are front and center for one of those people. That organization, believe it or not, helped spawn the anti-vax movement. They stood right behind Andrew Wakefield. Everybody seems to forget that now, but they stood behind Andrew Wakefield. They stood behind this anti-vax bullshit. They helped perpetuate it. Then they did those awful videos of parents talking while their kids sitting next to them about how they felt like when they got the diagnosis, they wanted to drive themselves and the kid off a bridge. And they rake in billions of dollars every year. Ugh. If ever there was a corp I wanted to see come crashing down, it's them. Well, thankfully, my folks don't. When they do donate, they donate to Autism Self-Advocacy Network. I love you, Mom. Mom and stepdad. They donate to ASAM once every single year for my birthday. So I was glad that they actually listened. So they do it towards that, and they also put in for me at St. Jude's Hospital once a year for the St. Jude's Hospital for Kids. Right? Let's donate to an organization that actually gives a damn about these kids and have put their necks on the line time and again. I've backed them since their infancy, and I back them now. But Yeah. So, it's been a fun week, huh? Whew. So, folks, tell me what you've run into so far, other than Jenny letting me know about Tommy Lee being Tommy Lee. Maybe he was feeling nostalgic for the 90s in the video. I don't know. They should be afraid of all of us. They really should. We're getting smarter, more sophisticated, and better backed every single day. The politics side of things is not fun. And my God, that I used to always come away feeling like I needed to bathe for the next 7 days after dealing with those freaking politicians. It's slow work, it takes a long time. But if you know how to network right, eventually you'll start to get to where you get to move policies forward. And that's what ASAN did. Okay, breadbasket, what did I miss? What did I miss? And I'm seeing a fake email. Okay, folks, what did I miss? What did I miss? Gina, I'm not sure what you're meaning with the breadbasket, but I want to know. Ah, yes. As I said, Elaine. One of the worst lawyers I have ever seen. Although I have to say, those lawyers for the JRC are giving her a run for her money. But, yeah. She embarrassed herself on international fucking level. I mean, how do you even come back from that? Oh God, I get it. I get that emphasization bullshit just going to the grocery store. You need to step back 6 feet, dear woman. I'm pushing fucking 40. I don't need to be talked to like a little baby. Ugh. It showed. It showed. My God, I'm not an attorney. I could have got up there and done a better damn job. I don't even like it, this woman, AH. She's a lying piece of. She's a lying piece of ableist flaming pile of garbage. But I would do a better job. What, if anything? I don't know. What day is it? Exactly. You don't come back from that. I'm hoping Elaine takes this as a sign that now is a good time to cash in on that retirement. Although, did anyone else notice her exit? The way she pledged to AH and her new team her support and cooperation? Pledged. She used the word pledged. Did anybody else see that as shade? Or was it just me? Am I the only one who saw that as shade? Mega pints and muffins all around. But I want pizza. I'm gonna have to make my pizza tomorrow. I already told people I'd make pizza in celebration, so I gotta make my pizza in the freezer. Oh, but Gina, did you read that right? Oh my gosh, the shade from Morgan Tremaine. So I was during one of my lulls during my break, and Tremaine put out, so my bestie is getting replaced with the same lawyers that couldn't get me to not. Basically, the guys who were trying to keep him from testifying are the guys that AH hired. Right. Right. Shade was thrown. And it was glorious. And I had a shit day, so that was nice to see. He was probably sitting there like, what the fuck is that, and why has nobody told me of its existence before? At least that would have been me like a few years back. That she did. That she did. Now, if she can please crawl back into that hole so I never have to see nor hear from her again, I would be greatly obliged. And if she would oblige me further, could she drag all the JRC lawyers into obscurity with her? That's all I'm asking. Sean B., I'm still amused that look when Dr. Spiegel was going, and he was like he had to get a closer look. Like he was literally all of us in that moment. Like, the hell. Rottenborn's got us covered, Gina. Rottenborn's got us covered. Remember, he objects to his own questions. He objects to his own questions, so I think Rottenborn will be the new source of memes. By the way, I don't think she's got a shot in hell to get an appeal. Not a shot now. Gina, you killed me. So it's not Dr. Spiegel, it's Heinz Doofenshmirtz. All it did to me, Aspie Chan, was make me very, very pissed off. And that made me all the better at my job. Back when I was working for the state. It's... But are we sure it wasn't poor Smeagol's? I'm just saying. The physical appearance was there. It could have been Smeagol. We don't know. He could have gotten a thin bear wig. Gotten a suit. We don't know. That was baby Rottenborn, not the real Rottenborn. I swear to God, he reminds me of some of those really rich, full of themselves guys I went to high school with. The ones that were just so freaking full and in love with themselves. That's what he reminds me of. Like, I am Rottenborn, and I went to Stanford Law, and you still got your ass kicked by a woman who went to another law school. What does that say about you, Mr. Ivy League? When it comes down to it, what law school you go to only gets you so far. You have to have the actual ability to be able to carry out the job. Just saying. You need a silencer, Aspie Chan. What you need is a silencer. I'm used to guns. I've been around them gods since I was 10 years old. Veteran family. You learn how to use those things and proper gun safety. You get that shit drilled into your head, especially if you're a female, real early. Oh, God, Dobner. I blocked her ass years ago, and well, not years ago, but I blocked her quite some time ago, and somehow she still finds her way to my feed. Ugh. I'm just saying. Most of us who grew up with guns do tend to be pretty good shots because we get taught early how to do it properly. Fuck it, I'll be mean. Alec Baldwin. Somebody who's been in action films before and should goddamn know better. True. Oh, here's Miss Jenny.
Hey, sorry for being late.
Oh, you're fine. But how's been your week since all this stuff has been coming out rapid fire?
God, it started out shit and then it went to pretty good, actually. So
Mine started really high and just.
Yeah, well, two people in the community, the JD community, quote unquote, tried to dox me.
What?
I don't know. I mean, these two people have hated me since the beginning, but like. So I haven't been saying much because I don't trust anyone.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wanted this after the trial to go away so that I could take my happy ass back over to the nerd side, the autistic side, the disability and neurodiverse side of Twitter and never peep my head out again. But no. I'm still salty about that.
Like, here I am, still grieving my grandfather's death, and I have to deal with people trying to dox me. You know.
Well, I've had. Yeah, you can, Chairman. You can come on up. Let me put in the link. Let's see here. Did you hear what happened to me last week?
No, what happened?
So, I had a bang on my door at 2 a.m. in the morning like they were the fucking cops on my door.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to it. And there's a guy standing there.
Yeah.
The words like, I'm lonely, I just need to talk to somebody. Like, what the hell?
Oh, jeez.
And then it went downhill. I just need to talk with a woman, which every single red flag I had went up. Mm-hmm. And then proceeds to pull out his pockets. I don't have any weapons. Turns around. And I shit you not, dropped his drawers.
Oh boy.
And pulled them back. I just really need to talk to a woman, and I
Oh my God.
As politely as my autistic ass could. No, I'm sorry, I gotta work in an hour. I can't do that. Shut the door, lock.
Yeah.
He bangs on the door again. You don't even know me. And I'm sitting there. I didn't say it. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. I don't know you. You're a strange man dropping his drawers in front of my door at 2 a.m. asking to speak with a woman.
Yeah, no.
And then there was banging outside my balcony right out there.
Oh, jeez.
And then he went banging on the back window. He's very lucky he didn't bang on Paul LaRumi's back window back there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And then, what you guys didn't know was I had 1 day of break, and then next day, 1 a.m., banging on the door.
Yeah. That's not good.
So I've had that. I've had various trolls troll me. But that's just kind of normal. You missed it earlier. Chairman was there. We just had this dude that kept making accounts and trolling and making accounts and trolling.
I don't even know how to do that, to make multiple accounts.
Different emails. That's all it takes. Just use a different email.
I can't figure out. So is it one of the AH trolls that pissed off? Was it somebody who is in love with the JRC? Somebody who's with Agape or Autism Speaks? I've pissed off a lot of people, so I'm not sure what I'm being trolled for.
Welcome to the club. But I do got something funny but stupid to show you if you want to see that.
Yes, I can use stupid and funny. I need to be cheered.
All right, hang on. Let me just pull it up here. Give me a second.
You want to be cheered up too, Mr. Kitty? He's like, maybe. Let's see here.
Okay, where's that screenshot?
Gina, I miss fisticuffs. That was middle school and high school for me. That was the tail end of that era. Like, anybody started getting mouthy and being stupid, I could just be like, we can take it outside. Shut them up real quick.
Okay, got it. I got it. Ready for this?
Yep, let's do it. What is it?
Now, I'm warning everyone. This is the peak of how stupid my life can get.
Okay.
So, this is Ryan Roxy. He is the guitar player for Alice Cooper. Well, one of the guitar players for Alice Cooper. He does a podcast called Ryan Roxy Official in the Trenches with Ryan Roxy. He had a guest on who is a musician, but who is also obsessed with Bigfoot.
That is Sasquatch. I would be the person who'd be the troll. That's Sasquatch to you, sir.
And then they were trying to figure out how to say Bigfoot in plural. So, me being the smartass that I was, went on Google and looked up the plural word for Bigfoot. It's Bigfoots with an S.
Bigfoots.
Yeah. So, I wrote in, according to Google, it's Bigfoots if you want to say multiple of Bigfoot. And Ryan Roxy's producer, Vic, put up my comment. Like the peak of how stupid my life can get at this point.
Hey, no, you know what? That's bragging rights. You like freaking take that as bragging rights.
Yeah.
Like, god damn it, I can't. And then there's another thing I can show you. Give me a second. Let me stop sharing this. Because you're going to be like, okay, who the heck is this? And what the fuck is going on? But when I explain it to you, you're like...
Just make sure it's not Tommy Lee. Like most of this in the 90s, we already know.
It's not Tommy Lee.
Thank God.
Okay, here we go. I scrolled. Okay, so ignore the first two and the bottom one. Just focus on the second last one, okay? I zoom in.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Screen share.
Okay.
Okay, so that's Hagen. He was a singer for when Joe Perry was doing the Joe Perry Project band. Not just recently, but like years ago when he did it. Years ago. And I was posting some stories on Instagram this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And Sir Hagen decided to look at my fucking stories.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
That's awesome. I'm glad to see that. That's cool. Then there's my Instagram. Tiffany went to Silver Dollar City again.
Like, my life has reached some ridiculous shit. And then, oh, another thing. Ryan Roxy, when I made my new Instagram account, I posted a picture of myself. He liked my story.
That's cool.
Like, my life has gone into some crazy directions.
So fine. I'm still embarrassed because, to be honest with you, Temple Grandin was my first celebrity I ever met. And yeah, my dumbass froze and then uttered some random fact out about cows because I know she works with cows.
Jesus Christ.
But being autistic, she took pity on me, and
Yeah.
we've interacted since.
Yeah.
Because back then, God, it was the four of us. It was me, her, Alex Plaint, and John Elders Robinson for so many years. But yeah, you're doing better than I, Jenny. At least you're not like. Granted, that's almost on par. The Bigfoots is almost on par with what I did with Temple Grandin. Almost. But at least you weren't in person because that was embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thank God for the computer age and being able to hide behind your own emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, nobody can see the embarrassment off of your face. That's why I like it because, yeah, I get embarrassed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The first celebrity I ever met was Dolly Parton. I
Okay.
was about
Nice.
4 years old.
I met Mike Granda, the guitarist for Ozark Mountain Daredevils. I've met him quite a few times now because that band is from out in this area and they've still got folks out here. And those folks know my folks. So I've seen him at various family gatherings. He's actually a really cool dude, but he does sound like an old hippie though. Hi, little sis. How you doing? Little bro. They're kind of awesome.
The one celebrity that I've seen more than once was Randy Travis. I've seen him.
Oh, wow. That's
times.
from back in the day.
Yeah. I've actually seen him 3 different times.
Nice. I've met some interesting people in my life. Oh, Tiffany, you know my comment, the fake email?
Yeah, what was going on with that?
This right here.
Okay, let's see what's going on here.
So you see on the bottom there, crimes against children. You see how it's on a slant?
Yeah.
Normal emails don't write like that.
Oh,
They write in uniform straight line. And there is no crimes against children's department in the FBI. And no FBI agent will ever use initials like this.
So Evan Rachel Wood is up tomorrow garbage.
Yeah. And the ES there rose up higher than they should be.
Girls want to
Yeah.
get in on the
That's
easy.
fake as heck, man. That's so
Yeah.
fake.
None of these girls
Yeah.
want to become a girl boss the hard way anymore, the way it used to be done, where you just simply worked your ass off. They just want it handed to them, and this is the easiest way for them to get away with it. It's freaking.
Yeah, that is
You-
so
And then
fake.
this guy,
That's
and
funny.
then this girl who believes that Madison is innocent, believes that he was under investigation, but yet can't figure out that this is a fake email.
Colonel,
Yeah.
That is so fake.
Yeah.
she done it once, she'll do it again. These girls, whatever happened to working your ass off to get known? That's what I did. I worked my ass off for over a decade to get my notoriety.
I've worked my ass off too.
I networked, I dealt with some of the scummiest individuals in my state and on the national stage to be able to get things put through for disabled people. And these girls just be like, I am a victim. And I just want to play that Adams Family. You know that Adams Family clip with Wednesday next to that freaking blonde girl? And she says, I'll be the victim. And Wednesday says, all your life.
Yeah.
Like that applies so much to Evan Rachel Wood and AH. It's sad.
Yeah.
The only one movie that AH actually played a believable character was in the movie Machete Kills, where she played a holier than thou, spoiled beauty queen.
No, the only thing that she did good in was when she was in Zombieland and she got killed.
I'm sorry, but she does it with her looks. And I can go to my old call center right now and pull you about 10 of her right off the floor as we speak. Some of them are friends. Not all of them are like AH.
And I don't think it's really her looks, because she has broken so many laws and gotten away with it with different countries. Australia,
And
UK,
like
US.
they keep saying magnetism and all of this. No, I don't think it's either. It's manipulation. It's preying on weakness. I know because my ex that I went to England for did it to me.
Yeah.
It's what they do. It's not necessarily their looks. There's a lot of ridiculously good-looking people out there in the world.
And AH isn't one of them. She's ugly as hell.
Like, one dude's like, tell me someone who's as beautiful as AH. Don't worry, I'll wait. I'm like, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Vanessa Paradis.
Yeah.
His daughter, Lily Rose. And let's talk old Hollywood just so I can dig the knife in. Greta Garbo.
Yeah.
Marlene Dietrich. Rita Hayworth. Grace Kelly.
Yeah.
Like Scarlett Johansson, who she's tried to be. She'll never be as attractive as Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. Not in a million years, no matter how much surgery she gets.
Mm-hmm.
God, her implants look like they're trying to bust out of her face.
Right.
They want out. They're in full rebellion.
Right.
Those poor cheekbones have seen stuff and things, and they are now traumatized.
The whole entire world is traumatized. Ah, God damn it.
Let us out.
It's out of this fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyone else think that, like, did you think that was shade when Elaine pledged in that
Yes.
in her
Yes.
departure?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That was like,
That was shade. That was shade. That was complete shade.
I think she's had enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, but she was horrible at trial. Yes, she was. But I think that was AH's strategy, and she was going with what she wanted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man.
And they're like, but Rottenborn was a better attorney if they just would have went with his strategy. The strategy he himself was fucking up, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when he said, "I object to my own question." Jesus Christ.
And that was little baby Rottenborn, not actual Rottenborn. Oh, god damn it.
What?
And when
Who
and when
the-
you have, like, the judge, that poor judge.
Pardon
Oh,
me,
poor
but
Penny.
who the hell does that? Who the hell objects to their own question?
And the people who are attacking
Dumbasses.
her, these so-called feminists, I'm like, you should be idolizing that woman. That is a female Marine who became a judge. She deserves your respect.
Oh no, they don't respect anyone that stands against age.
Even a woman who's been in and seen live combat.
I know, if you stand against age, they hate you.
Well, look what they did to Britney Spears.
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you dumbasses.
That's bull. That was complete bullshit there.
Like, you really want to take on the Britney army. You've seen that they've taken on the law and won.
She was in conservatorship for how long?
Conservatorship for 13 fucking years, where they used her and her money.
13 years.
Yeah.
13.
And I know what those conservatorships do. I've worked with people to help get them off. I've worked with parents who said, I don't like this. I want my child to make their own decisions, but they have difficulties in some areas. There are options like partial guardianship, partial conservatorship. There are options to not have what happened to her happen to others.
Yeah.
Oh, God, don't get me started. We've been
What?
in the disability community, we've been fighting conservatorship for years. Years, way before this even happened to her.
Decades and decades and decades.
And who right now is dumb enough to take on the Britney army? Are they out of their minds?
Yeah, they are. And the sad part is these people stood up for Britney, going, she needs to be out of this stupid thing. And then just because Britney stands with Johnny, they're like, oh, now we see why her dad did all the things that he did. Like, what?
Oh, Google him, mama. Like, you are talking to a woman in her 40s, a Gen X woman at that. She's gone through more shit and seen more things than those kids will ever see in their lives.
Yep.
Does it surprise you? Somebody who was the bank for her entire family would look at the Johnny situation and those bunch of freeloaders and be like, yep, I know what that's like.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. And I know I harp on it and harp on it and harp on it. I'm just still in disbelief. I live in a world where women who think like me, critical thought, evidence, logic, we're the bad guys now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Don't make emotional knee-jerk reactions.
Well,
Wait. We were always bad guys. It just wasn't spoken until now.
And we've had new evidence come to light. Oh, bullshit.
Nope,
Really? Really? New evidence, my ass.
There
That
is
would
no
be like-
evidence.
That would be like JRC saying, we have new evidence that this works. You mean what you pulled out of your ass that you wrote?
Yep.
We have data stats that prove. Where were they written?
And BroAssRaid.com. Yeah,
No, it was their own doctors.
BroAssRaid.com.
I do not know where these people get this shit. God, can we have a female feminist commune of people who just live on logic and common sense?
What's coming in larger sense? What's that?
What these girls have apparently never been taught or grown up with.
I know.
But she reads all of these books and share like pictures of the female and right fragility. For God's sake, I'm just sitting there like, oh, she's so well read and intelligent. I'm like, let's see. Boethius, who wrote Consolation of Philosophy,
Mm-hmm.
Plato, who I've read The Republic like God numerous times now.
Yeah.
I've read Dante, I've read Josephus and Tacitus, and a hell of a lot of really old historians, Herodotus. And she reads whatever that is, and she's an intellectual.
Oh,
And
she was
here I
probably reading a
am.
comic book. She was probably reading a comic book.
Like here I am reading about history of abuse between musicians and everything else and children, and understanding how all of that is going on and what the fuck we've been doing to help that. By the way, we've been doing nothing.
Sounds about right.
Like read the book called The Child Called It. It will open your eyes to so much bullshit.
I'm sorry, I gotta ask. Aspie Chan coffee is what I have because crack is bad for you.
Yeah, I'm not commenting on crack right now.
I am obsessed with coffee. Like, you don't understand. Like,
Oh, trust me, so am I.
I'm obsessed with green tea, so
coffee is how I deal with the normies. Without willing horrific murder upon them. But yeah, I think all of us are obsessed. Hi, Mr. Kitty. You want to see the peoples? You want to see the peoples? Come on, it's okay. It's okay. Come see the people.
oh,
Hi.
Oh, hi.
You say hi to the people? She's like, I'm a shy kitty. But I'm really cute. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. And we all know I religiously read anything written by J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah. I read the Joe Perry and the Joey how do you I can't remember his last name. Give me a second. I have his book here. Give me a second.
Okay.
1 second. My brain is having a brain fart. Joey Kramer. Book. Joey Kramer went through it as a kid. He was abused through hell. Like,
A lot of
we haven't changed our behaviors about abuse to children.
Like, look at James Hetfield's childhood.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When they tried to cancel Metallica last week, I lost my shit laughing.
Yeah, same.
Like, if Napster or Lars couldn't get them canceled, they're not getting canceled.
Yeah, no.
Lars tried to get him canceled.
Lars
Oh,
was-
Lars is fucking stupid.
He was the main spokesperson during the Napster thing. He didn't come off great.
Oh,
No.
yeah. I remember that now. Yeah.
He kind of sounded like he had his head up his own ass.
Yeah.
What's sad is he doesn't normally sound like that. He just came off really bad.
He sounded too cocky for his own good.
Yeah. Like, dude, go with your normal interview persona. Like, you're not winning any points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if the Napster shit didn't get them canceled, they're like, but they were problematic. Pick a metal band, any metal band.
Yeah.
Seriously, like, the whole point of metal and rock is it has a distinct message, and it's literally this.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them address social things. Metallica does. Megadeth does.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them do. Anthrax did back in the day. I think Slayer too.
Avenged Sevenfold kind of touches on it, but within their like own little weird way.
And oh my god, all the conservatives that go crazy. Oh my god, Rage acts like one of those woke cultists. Like, you never listened to Rage before this, did you? Like Guerrilla Radio, seriously? Tea with taurine would be any kinder to you. And I have heard good things about Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
But so we had people trying to cancel Metallica. We had AH exposed, and then it be overshadowed by literally some anonymous freaking stan of hers. I don't know if she was part of the PR or not, but canceling someone over a question, this is the level we've sunk to now.
Yeah. I almost wonder if the people that stand with AH ever finished school.
Probably
Or even
not.
if they did, the crap they're teaching nowadays, they don't teach kids how to think anymore. They teach them what to think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people just buy it. And unless you like live in families, or if you're just stubborn enough, you don't learn any better.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully, I've had the family on both sides that I did, and I read everything I could get my hands on.
Mm-hmm.
These folks know how to read, but they don't know how to comprehend what they're reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I was in school, I was being taught a lot of stuff, so I taught myself a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I lived in the libraries. I have probably learned more useless information about the Egyptian and Greco-Roman world, and even the ancient Israel and Mesopotamian world than is probably good for my health.
So,
God, I was the worst watching Gladiator in the theaters. Like, that's wrong. That's bullshit. That's wrong. Tiff, it's a movie. Shut up. Nope, Mom, it's wrong. All of this is wrong. The weapons are off. That didn't come until like a couple of centuries later. Just enjoy the movie. I can't. It's wrong.
Yeah. Oh, you saw the 300.
Oh God, don't get me started.
That those swords were not that the Roman gladius was not that damn big.
Not to mention they didn't have Roman gladiuses. We're talking a completely different culture. Those were Spartans. They had different armor. Similar, but different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The helmets were not the same. Oh God, don't get me started.
Yeah.
I get it's based off of a graphic novel, but it's based off of a graphic novel that's an old Greek story.
If I remember correctly, the gladius actually was what, about 1.5 feet long.
I have a replica actually. Hold on, I'll grab it. Let me go get it here real quick.
Yeah, that one that was his name carried, that black one. That was way too big.
I have one.
Yeah. It's about 1.5 feet. The blade, about 1.5 feet.
My baby.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about 1.5 feet. Yeah.
With the round pommel.
Yeah.
This one just had some like little inscriptions done on it. But I keep it sharp because very good for chopping in case somebody decides to come by my door again.
Huh. Wow. Nice.
And I know how to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the size. That's the size of the gladius, man. The gladius they had in the damn movie was like what, 2 feet, 2.5 feet.
Yeah, it's about like this. And they also had a short dagger, somewhat similar in design, whose name escapes me at the moment.
Yeah.
Let me get this back here because that cat was eyeballing it. Like, nope, cat, this is sharp.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a Roman gladius, folks.
Mm-hmm.
She hides again to the people.
Yeah. Something's coming on TV. What is it? WWE. Oh, great. Jeez. At least WWE is better programming now. Jesus Christ.
Real.
Yeah, since Vince is gone.
If you think that's big, Sean B, just because I'm in a show and tell mood, I might have to get out the Scottish Claymore.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That thing is, what, 6 feet? Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't think I could even hold it all to be able to show it on screen here, but I'll try. Let me grab it.
Oh, God. She's got a claymore. Holy crap.
Hold on.
Mm.
Back. This
Jesus Christ.
is a Scottish Claymore.
Yeah, is that the one with the V blade, or sorry, the V guard?
Yeah, I'll show you here in a minute. I gotta get it out of its scabbard here.
Yeah, yeah. That's the one part of that sword I don't like is the V guard.
What's going on?
This one's Paul's. I'm showing off your claymore.
Oh,
Because we were talking about long swords, I showed him the Gladius first.
oh yeah, that's a nice one. Weighs a ton.
They were mentioning it was a long sword. I'm like, actually,
That's a short sword.
I guess.
all right, I'm gonna put these back in the closet. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's our biggest sword. That will take someone's head off.
yeah. Well,
Rusty bastard sword.
The one that only you are actually strong enough to wield properly.
yeah.
Whew, God, that's heavy.
Well, seriously, a sword that big, you just swing it like you're chopping wood. You don't have to use any art.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And she didn't mention the cane sword and katana that I keep in the bedroom.
I'm not getting those out like I'm winded. But yeah, that was the Scottish Claymore. We also have a couple katanas, a couple rapiers,
Mm-hmm.
and a few daggers.
And the Celtic short sword.
Okay,
I mentioned that one.
we might take our love of history too far.
Yeah. I like the Kopesh. Is one of my favorites.
But yeah, if you want to know about how big those swords are and the guys that train with them, now you gotta outside of the movie, you got a bird's eye view.
Yeah, well, the Scottish Claymore was actually meant to be wheeled on horseback. So,
Well, either on horseback or you were also known to be able to take out two English swords. Like, it's made to make, like, either cleave several heads at once or.
yeah.
Swords were like the Lochaber axe. They were intended for a single soldier to be able to defend a hallway or the top of a wall single-handedly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, it almost needs two people to wield these days.
Yeah. Well, if you've ever seen that movie, what was it, Braveheart? They really screwed that up big time.
We have.
That movie got screwed up so much it wasn't even funny.
It got a lot messed up, true. But it was acting a lot of off of the folklore of William Wallace out in Scotland.
Yeah.
Because
my dad's sister was married to the family that's called Wallace, who actually is related to William Wallace. She was actually related.
That's pretty cool. Paul over here is related to Robert the Bruce.
Oh boy.
Robert's son, like direct.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. They had his coat of arms and everything. They proudly showed it everywhere in the house. Jeez.
we have his family coat of arms on T-shirts and various family items.
Yeah.
It's literally it's a fist through a helmet.
No, it's a fist surrounded by a belt, and the fist is wearing a crown.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I forget the symbolism of all the parts of it, but yeah.
But yeah, I like my blade lore, and I like my blades, and I can wield a majority of the blades in this house. He's seen me do it. But that one, I cannot. It is way too big and way too heavy for my ass.
Oh man, it weighs about 30 pounds. It's like 25, 30 pounds. Big blade.
Well, it's more how the length of it that I have difficulty with. I'm pretty freaking short.
Well, I bet you I'm shorter than you. I'm only 4'9".
But I think I've overtalked Jenny. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I
I'm
was looking
sorry.
something up. It's okay.
I got all into showing off the sword collection.
That was good. I enjoyed looking at it. I was looking something up because someone tweeted something and I was like, no, that can't be true. It's not.
Huh. God.
Twitter wouldn't be that too good to us. Nah. That's right.
Oh, did we think somebody did something stupid and got caught again?
No, someone tweeted that the professor that's been doxing us and stalking us, the H-STEM professor, you know the one I'm talking about, Michelle
She's
Dauber,
not.
or whatever the fuck.
C. Bozy is.
Yeah. Anyway, people were saying that she lost her blue check mark, and I was like, Twitter wouldn't be that good to us, would they? Nah.
Of course not. Me and Autism Speaks and JRC still have their blue check marks, and one inspired the anti-vax movement and the other tortures children.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's that.
I still can't believe the JRC can get away with that shit. Pardon my French, but
Or Agape, or any of these schools. It happened out in Woke, California, too, at Tobin World, which was ran by Matthew Israel's wife.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
And they had another one out here, too, that was called Circle of Hope for Girls.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
can only imagine what went on there. Holy crap!
allegations of rape and abuse and starvation and child exploitation. Same thing as at Agape. And the guy who started Circle of Hope was a former employee of Agape boarding school. So where do you think he got these ideas?
Yep, that's sick.
This is why I have a sword collection.
Huh.
They can never take me off to that place, not and still have limbs attached.
Yeah.
Those are heavy swords and I keep them sharp.
Yeah.
And if you want to ask if I'm paranoid, yes, very much so.
All I have is just 2 wall hanger katanas I got from my stepdad, which are not even made out of steel.
Mm-hmm.
They're made out of like nickel and zinc. Well, which you can't sharpen those.
Mm-hmm.
You can only sharpen steel.
Sean B., are you okay? I know you were kind of shocked at the size of that gigantic claymore.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I get really into sword lore. My brother does too. We're terrible.
One of my favorite swords is I think it comes from the Philippines. It's God, I can't think of the name of it. It looks like a dragon's tail.
Mm-hmm.
How it S's. I can't think of the proper name of it, but I love it because it's a thin sword. It's a real thin blade, but it's got like 3 inches of meat on it. It's about like that wide. But I can't think of the name of it. God. It's made in the Philippines though.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, but I tried to buy one once and they wanted way too much money for it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, none of those things were cheap.
Yeah.
None of them were cheap. God, not
Oh.
even my little short dagger is cheap.
The sword I was trying to buy, that thing was actually made out of a nickel iron meteorite. That sucker was expensive. They actually
Oh,
made that sucker out of a meteorite. That was cool.
yeah, I imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
They wanted the price for the meteorite, which was about $50 a gram.
damn.
Yeah. And the sword had to be, oh God, like maybe like 8 pounds. I was like, are you shitting me? That's way too much money. Just go and get a lawnmower blade and make a sword out of that.
God, all I hear lawnmower, and because of my mother, all I can think is Lawnmower Man.
Well,
Lawnmower Man was an individual who somehow, no one knows how, managed to get lawnmower blades, not loose ones, but from the actual mower, into his skull.
huh.
And he lived. And my mom was talking about you could see bits of brain, and she was all happy and excited like a kid at Christmas. I'm here trying to eat my spaghetti.
Oh God.
Like, Mom, really? On spaghetti night?
Yes.
But she gets so fascinated because she's worked in the health field so long that I get to deal with those conversations while eating.
Yeah. Yeah. And give me a minute. I gotta go off mic here for a minute.
Well, we're going to get ready to close up here. We've been on for a bit, but let me see here. Sean B. If any of the swords in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies are actual old pirate swords, or if they made specifically for the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. More than likely. Actually, I wonder if Paul could answer this. Paul, did Jackson ever tell you if the swords they used in Pirates were actually real maids? Were they made for the movie, or?
They were made for the movie. But I mean, they were real swords. It's just blunted edges.
But I heard in the beginning that they were bladed to a point, but then they blunted the hell out of them because people started hurting themselves with the blades.
Yeah, that
extras.
I believe that was Jackson's decision. He's one of the two people that we know who worked on that movie.
Yeah.
Him and Rochelle Roderick.
Yeah.
And more than likely, if they were hurting themselves in training, he would have been like, yeah, we need to blunt these.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, blunted swords, Jackson weighed Boreanaz out when they were doing
Angel.
Huh.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's still a steel weapon. It's just got a non-cutting edge on it.
Yeah, all they could do is break your bones.
Yeah, only.
Yeah. Yeah, still blunt force trauma. That's the worst kind of trauma.
Very true.
Yeah. About 15 years ago, I hit my head really, really hard, and I actually got blood on my brain from like here to the top of my skull.
So you would have seen someone like my mom in the hospital then.
Yeah, When they went to do the MRI couldn't see through the top of my skull because of the iron in the blood was blocking the damn X-ray.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yep. All I did was fall out of my chair and smack the top of my head up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And that caused me to bleed out in my brain.
Good God.
Yep. Yeah, because my brain hit the top of my skull. Yep.
All right. Well, we've been at it for about an hour and 40 minutes.
Yep. Actually, an hour and 40 minutes and 35 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and close out, folks. All of us probably need to detoxify from our weeks, but we do appreciate everybody coming on to Spilling Tea. Hello, Snow Queen. I'm sorry you're catching it in, but we'll see you next time. And Snow Queen, just watch it from the beginning. You have a good one, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.